So the Pittsburgh Steelers made an interesting move. They went out and got Russell Wilson, or known as Mr. Unlimited. I know this happened a couple days ago, and this video can be considered a little late, but I wanted to go back and look into Russ's 2023 season. I didn't watch much film. It was more or less the games I watched, because I wanted to get the fan perspective. And my conclusion is, he was very up and very down. Had some really great plays that reminded me of his Mr. Unlimited days back in Seattle, but he also made some errors in close games. It felt like Denver had nothing going on offense sometimes, when other times it felt like, hey, this offense is moving pretty decently. Something that I noticed that did worry me a bit was his unwillingness to run. Many times during the games, I felt like he could have taken off, gone first down, or got a couple yards in second down to make third down easier. But instead, he held on to the ball and led to a sack or an incompletion due to pressure. Russ needs to be more willing to move the ball faster in those situations, whether it's a throw away or throw to a receiver or running for 3 to 4 yards to put your team in a better spot. But I don't think me, a 22-year-old who has not coached a down of football in his life, will be the one to tell him that. Now, I don't think he was in the best spot to succeed, though, either. Sean Payton's offense took away some of his magic. Very few off-scripted stuff. He wanted Russ to stay in the pocket, more or less turning him into Drew Brees. I'm not saying you turn Russell Wilson to Justin Fields. He's not as fast as he was, and he probably can't take the abuse he once could. But I think it's pretty stupid to shackle your quarterback to the pocket when he is very good off-scripted, leaving the pocket for some big-time throws. And when he did do those off-scripted plays where he went off the script and went deep, they were pretty fun to watch. There were also issues in Denver with running the ball, and they really didn't surround Russ with the right talent to succeed. Courtland Sutton was great with Russ, there's no denying that. But Jerry Jeudy, Greg Dulcich, and even Marvin Mims to a certain extent weren't the right fit for him. Russ needs players who can either separate and beat press man, or someone who can track the ball when it's in the air like the best in the league, similar to a Tyler Lockett. Now, how does Russ fit in Pittsburgh? Well, pretty good actually. The Steelers have weapons Russ likes. A big body contested catch guy in George Pickens, a good man beater in Deontay Johnson, and probably one of the most dynamic running attacks in the league with Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Now, my biggest concern for this move as a fan of the Steelers is the middle of the field will be 100% lava. Unless it's a deep bomb to Calvin Austin, their deep threat, I don't expect much middle of the field work at all. But that's okay. The Steelers weren't going to get a slam dunk franchise quarterback this offseason anyways. They couldn't run it back with Pickett, and you look at the options available and the price tag that came with Russ, it's hard to argue the Steelers didn't hit a home run. Now the question is, how does Russ fit with Arthur Smith's play calling? And I would say it's mixed. Arthur Smith loves to target the middle of the field. His offense always has a high percentage among the league in throws over the middle of the field, which you aren't going to get with Russell Wilson, as I've said. But Arthur Smith loves play action as well. Russell Wilson thrived on play action when he had a guy maybe you heard of in Marshawn Lynch in Seattle. So this could go one of two ways. Either Russ is a drastic improvement on the Steelers, and this works out perfectly for both of them, and they give him a contract next offseason, he resigns, and that's the guy for a couple years to come. Or you move off him, he's only $1.2 million, and it's just a single year, and you focus on the 2025 draft. Either way, it's a win-win for the Steelers. You can take a chance on a future Hall of Fame guy who in the past has delivered in high-pressure situations and is still amazing in the red zone, something the Steelers have struggled with in recent years. Or you move on. You look at a quarterback class as Carson Beck, Shedeur Sanders, and to a lesser extent, in my opinion, Quinn Ewers. But at the end of the day, it's pretty cool to say Russell Wilson is the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. If you watched the entirety of it, thank you. If you're new, I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. And if you disagree with me, go down in the comment section. I'm more than willing to discuss it in the comments of what you think versus what I think. But most importantly, I hope everyone has fun in free agency and has a great day.